All right, I'm interrupting 3 Years Hollow because our special guest is on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. He just celebrated his birthday yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tommy Chong to the show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Well, not me. I'm still prone right now. I'm laying on my back.
How was the birthday yesterday, Tommy?
Oh, it was so much fun. It was, I wanted to stay, but I had to go home. But the party went on. It's probably still going on.
I was going to say.
It was a happening thing. It was a happening event.
You know, obviously we look at the birthday list and I saw that you were on there yesterday and I thought, well, I'm supposed to talk to Tommy kind of early on Wednesday and I don't want to assume that it would be a late night, but here we are and it's so good to have you on the phone, buddy. It's been a while. It's been a few years since we've chatted, but you're always a great guest.
Bet. Yeah, I love Davenport. I love that area. You got the Eagles still there, huh?
Yeah, so many. I mean, it's almost like, you know, I can see them every day, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of people get to say that, you know?
Yeah, isn't that something? That amazed me about Davenport when I saw, you know, that it was like the home of all the Eagles. Wow, this is a very special place.
Tommy, we got to talk about now. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it SMOKEmojis or SMOKEmojis? How do you pronounce it?
I call them SMOKEmojis, or those things that make you laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the SMOKEmojis.
That's my description.
They just got put in the App Store on, I guess, last Friday, and it seems like people are downloading it and loving it. Did you think, 10 years ago, because emojis they're not really that old, Tommy, but when someone approached you with this idea, were you all for it or what?
Oh, absolutely, man. You know, what they do with me now, they do it, and then they tell me later. They said, oh, by the way, we got your emojis up. So I have to right away, okay, what's an emoji? What does it do? And then my wife, she got very computer literate, way before I did, and so she grabbed my phone from me. You know how they do it, and she said, okay, here they are. And I looked at them, and I love them, man, because it's a new way, it's the new language.
Yeah,
the computer language. You shorten everything up, and in fact, people are going to forget how to spell words. They're just going to be able to make symbols now.
That's what I was going to say. It's so weird, Tommy. Like, we used to have face-to-face conversations, and then we talk on the phone, and then we text, and now we're not even, like you said, we're sending symbols. But if it's popular and people like it,
Well, it gives you more time to get, with the important things in life, like getting high,
right?
And taking your medication. That's the most important thing. Make sure that you take the right pill for your illness, whatever it is.
Is it surprising for you, Tommy, that more states have not legalized medicinal marijuana or recreational? But it seems like it's trending in a good way. But what's your opinion on where things are at as of right now?
Well, I think the best weather vane for the public awareness and the public consciousness is Donald Trump. I think this percentage tells you how many people in America need to be educated or re-educated. So I think it's looking good. It's looking good. But Earth itself is cool, and so you think you get over one hurdle, and then you look up, we're back to that one again.
Right.
So you just have to accept the good with the bad, and you realize that the bad is the learning experience.
Right. It's just wild because, you're a guy that unfortunately had to go, you served some time in prison, but again, it seems like we're heading in a good direction. And I know that's important to you.
Yeah, well, the prison time was probably one of the best times in my life. It was the most exciting. It isn't often that you go to jail for something as silly as selling a bong.
Right.
Especially nowadays, now that it's legal. I probably people later in life will look at the history and go, he went to jail for this? You're kidding. Mann Act. Back in the day when Jack Johnson, the black boxer, was dating white women, they passed a law making it illegal to transport a woman across the state line, making it a federal offense. Well, that's what the government did to me. They made it illegal to take a bong across the state line. So it's just silly. It just shows you how backward and how silly, white America, especially the rich white America is, because these guys are just so afraid of losing everything they got, which we're all going to lose anyway.
Right.
So it's silly. That's all.
Well, Tommy, somebody said a long time ago, I mean, you can't, it's like you can't take anything with you when you go, at least not yet, right? So.
Well, the Egyptians tried it. The Pharaohs, they would build giant pyramids, to make sure that no one would steal from them. But the guys that built it knew how to get in the place, and so that's the way it is now. It's like you see these rich people building pyramids,
right?
And you're laughing because as soon as they're gone, that pyramid's going to be empty.
Oh, man, it's such a good point. If you're just tuning in, that's Tommy Chong on the radio right now. Any plans to get together with Cheech and do any more Cheech and Chong stuff? Any tours, movies, television? Where are we at with that?
Well, we're still touring. We go out on occasion. Mm-hmm. We got a Mexican rule. Unlike Trump, we love Mexicans, and what we do is that wherever there's Mexicans, you'll find Cheech and Chong eventually. But I've been working on a new movie idea that I've been working on it for some time now. I can't reveal it right now, but when it's revealed, we'll talk then, and then we'll have a big laugh because it's the craziest movie that I think it'll go down in history as probably one of the craziest projects. And if it works, it's going to be amazing. But that's all I can say about it now, is that it's coming soon to a theater near you.
Oh, I love it. It's so great. One of my prized possessions, Tommy, is an autographed copy of Up in Smoke that I had you sign a couple years ago, and then I got to see you and Cheech when you did the tour and you came through town, and then Cheech signed it.
Sure.
What's the strangest thing that somebody's asked you to autograph? There's got to be, right? I mean...
for a while there, I was autographing the what do you call it, the prosthetic?
Right.
Like the guy got back from the war, in the Iraqi war, missing a leg, and he had me sign his prosthetic leg. And then I suggested that he make it into a bong, so you'd always have your bong with you, as long as you got your leg there.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
My friend Paul wanted me to ask you, Tommy, where are the drums from Up in Smoke? Do you still have those?
No, they were prop drums.
Okay.
But you know what I did see? I saw the ice cream truck from Nice Dreams.
Wow.
It's in a garage. It's in a garage in San Bernardino.
That's incredible.
We're checking on it. We're checking on it because I like to get it for my Chong's Choice lead, and then have it as a little advertisement parked outside the dispensaries.
I love that. Last question that I had a friend of mine want me to ask you. You talk about Nice Dreams. Timothy Leary. What was that guy like, Tommy?
Oh, he was the best. I loved him. Later on in life, I would meet him at the airport, and he was going on a gig, and so we were like road comedians. He got the biggest kick out of that. Because, he's a celebrated scholar. And then all of a sudden, now we're both on the road doing comedy. Oh, Tim was the best. He got mad at me, though. He got mad at me one time. We were having a discussion about, his idea of going into space looking for other, planets, And I told Tim, I said, we're on a spaceship already. And he looked at me, I said, yeah, it's called Earth. It's going through space, at a very comfortable, we can enjoy it. We don't need to have a spacesuit because we already have one. And I started talking about a higher power. And he got mad at me. He says, "You're just like John Lennon." What a compliment, huh?
Oh my gosh. That is that is a compliment. All right. So I just looked on Facebook and I have one more question, and I don't want you to get offended.
Sure.
But Brian said, if you could have chosen anyone else in time to play the part of Cheech in the Cheech and Chong movies, would you have picked anyone else and why? I'm assuming the answer is no.
Oh no! I mean, Cheech. I helped the growth of Cheech. Because Cheech didn't want to do that character, and I just talked him into it. He said it was like making fun of his people, but then I said, well, that's what we're doing. We're comedians. That's our job,
right?
And so thank God. But no, there's nobody. I tried to replace Cheech many times, and there's nobody. And I went through all the top Latino comedians, everybody, and. No, he's totally one of a kind. There's no one like Cheech. He's totally he's a genius in his own way.
And so are you. Tommy Chong, the brand new SMOKEmojis are available in the App Store. He just celebrated a birthday yesterday. I hope everything's well with the kids and Shelby and everybody. And please come back through the Midwest. We miss you, buddy.
Okay, I'll be back. Believe me, I'll be back.
You sound like your former governor for a second.
That's what I know. Okay, man, take care.
All right, Tommy, take care, buddy. You too. There you go. Tommy Chong right there.